Well, good evening YouTube land, and welcome to this brick haul unboxing. I say brick haul, it's the early release consultant kit. I have opened it because when I started recording this originally, I hadn't opened it, and where I was pulling the paper and everything out, it was noisy, and also the desk was shaking, which is the downside of having this new standing desk. It only has two legs, so when it's like on the high height as it is now, it does tend to wobble a bit. But anyway, have the 2022 UK, actually I think the global brick consultant early access, plus two other bars, not two other bars. Yes, so for those that don't know, or new to my channel, or new to Scentsy, this is the size of a Scentsy bar. This is the size of a Scentsy brick. So we've never had bricks in the UK before, so this is a first ever time in the UK we've had bricks. I've been fortunate enough to have bricks myself because I've had them shipped from the US via friends. So I will start. I've got two other bars which I will start with, just because then I've waited since, like, this was delivered just after lunch, or just after my lunch break, which meant I've had to wait until this evening to record this, so I can wait a little bit longer. So the first bar I have here is Warm Pumpkin Drizzle, which is October, this month's scent of the month, and it's warm cloves, comfort, cozy pumpkin with a drizzle of sweet maple syrup. Now, last month's was Gimme Candy, and I really did not think I would like that one, so I didn't buy it, and ooh, this has just hit me even without shoving my nose in it. But this one really did pique my interest, as I love pumpkin scents, and we don't have enough pumpkin scents in the UK, and I also love a clove and maple syrup, so it was kind of like, well, I really don't think I'll dislike this one. And I was right. This is such a good scent. It is a sweet pumpkin scent. If I can get this out. Oh, I really like this one. I must be honest. To me, I think it's nicer than Fairy Tale Pumpkin was. This kind of gives me Scary Good vibes. But I haven't smelled Scary Good for a while. But this makes me think of Scary Good, which we didn't get in the UK. Again, I managed to snag a bar via friends in America. But yeah, this is really, really nice. Do really like Warm Pumpkin Drizzle. I would be tempted to add this one to my Scentsy Club, because I think if it's as nice warm as this is, I would like some more of it. Then the next one I have here is one that I couldn't justify buying for myself, just because of obviously dropping, what was it, £109 the consultant pack. But I'll come on to the general release pricing in a moment. So I couldn't justify this one. So this bar is a customer. My friend Jade, who has given me permission to open it and sniff it. So this is Harry Potter Wizarding World. And this is described as sparkling citrus and green apple illuminate mahogany woods, while vanilla and a touch of amber add warmth and charm. And I think I may have FOMO with this one because I do love scents with amber in. So let's see what it's like. Ooh. Ooh, this is nice. I think Jade will like this. It's reminding me of something else, but can't put my finger on what. Oh, this is really nice. I do really like this. I do get the woody note and the amber. I know it's been likened to being on cologne. I'm not sure I get cologne, but I can understand why it's been likened to it. This is really, really good. Yes, that is really, really nice. So Jade, your bar is here. Pop in and get it next time you're up. Excuse me. So now I'm on to the consultant pack. So I've just got the scent descriptions on the screen, so I'm just pulling those up. Oops. And these aren't going to be in any particular order other than the order I pull them out of the box in. So actually I'll move the box out of the way. So one of the perks to this consultant pack was actually getting some wax moulds, and they are shaped like little, so they are like little Christmas baubles, and they have the Scentsy stars and Scentsy on it. So yeah, that's a bit of fun. To be honest, you could possibly use these all year round. I know that obviously maybe weird using bauble shapes, but it doesn't actually say Christmas on it or winter or anything like that, so you could use it just generally. So just going to dive right in now, and the first one is Winter's Eve. So Winter's Eve is described as a crisp evergreen forest filled with winter white cedar and brightened by sparkling bergamot. Excuse me. So before I start talking about this, the pricing as of the 1st November, they are £29 each, or 2 for £48, which equates to £24 each, which does sound a lot, but when you think a standard bar is £7.25 and you get a minimum of 5 of these to 1 of these, I could do the maths, but my maths isn't great. So that's 74 grams, that's 500 grams. 70, 100, 75, 150, 300, 425. Yes, probably about 5.5 bars, I think. My phone is in my bedroom, so I don't have a calculator. But yeah, it's either 5 or 5.5 bars. I think it's 5.5 bars to 1 of these. So these are pretty epic. So yes, Winter's Eve. A crisp evergreen forest filled with white or winter white cedar and brightened by sparkling bergamot. And this is a brand new scent for this year. So let's give this a sniff. Ooh. Okay. It is like a wintry tree type scent, which is obviously from the evergreen forest and the white cedar. Ooh, now. I think, it's not listed, but I think I smell eucalyptus in this, which is weird. there's definitely something in here that is making me think of eucalyptus. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's the evergreen forest, but yeah, I definitely get a eucalyptus note from this, which I'm sure I read, or I'm sure I saw on another YouTube video. Someone said similar of one of these bars, and I'm wondering if it's this one, because there is eucalyptus in one of the other bars. But yeah, it's definitely got like that slightly minty eucalyptusy scent on that. Then the next one, which has this lovely dusky pink colour, and this one is Frosted Petals. So this is described as snowberry and white currant wreath, jingle bell orchid frosted with sheer musk. I had to Google what a jingle bell orchid was, because I only kind of know standard orchids, and I've never heard of a jingle bell orchid until I saw the scent description for this. So I will pop a picture here of what a jingle bell orchid looks like, because I've never seen anything like it before. And let's give this one, ooh, this looks a bit juicy. Ooh, ooh. Okay. This is not what I was expecting. I was expecting it to be, so I'm just trying to pop this out. I was expecting this to be a lot more floral, just from other people's reviews that have said it's really floral, but I'm not. Yeah, the bottom is definitely fruitier. I don't know, I think I was expecting something very floral like Blooming Beach was, which I really liked Blooming Beach. Definitely sweeter and fruitier than I was expecting, because like I said, I was expecting like very much a floral. So I am surprised by this. Don't dislike it, but I'm not sure. So this was another brand new scent this year. And then, excuse me, moving on, the next one is this dark green colour. And this is Icicles and Evergreen, which this is described as cool blue eucalyptus and pine needle iced with crystallised sugar. Now I do have a bar of this from last year, and I was really, really surprised when I saw this was coming out as a brick, because of the fact it is available as a catalogue scent. So for me, this one was a big disappointment, not because I don't like it, because I do, but just I thought Scentsy could have been, I don't know, they could have given us something that we've never had before like the other ones. So yeah, it's a shame that we kind of have a brick of one that's available as a bar in the catalogue, but you know, I suppose they obviously know their market, and maybe Icicles and Evergreen was so popular last year and was popular again this year that they've decided to bring it as a brick. But excuse me, I'm not overly disappointed. I am and I'm not. For me, I don't think Icicles and Evergreen is the nicest of the tree scents. I much prefer Black Forest Pine and Just For You and Very Snowy Spruce. But this is a very nice, clean, fresh pine scent rather than like a fruity, sweet pine scent, which Just For You is quite fruity, in my opinion anyway. But this is nice. I do have a bar of it. So now I have to decide, do I use the bar and save the brick, or do I use the brick and save the bar? Don't know. But yeah, this is a nice, fresh, wintry pine. But I get more eucalyptus from Winter's Eve, which isn't described as having eucalyptus, than I do this one, which is really strange. But, no, as I've said before, everyone's noses are different. No, Jade could smell this and be like, all I smell is eucalyptus. So then, yeah, no, like I said, we all smell things differently. And life would be very boring otherwise. Now this one is one that I'm really, really happy came out as a brick. And it's not strictly a new one. It's maraschino sugar cookie. And this is sugar cookie dough baked with vanilla and drizzled in a sweet maraschino cherry glaze. So this one was not available to purchase last year. It was a December 2021 Whiff Box exclusive scent, and I was fortunate enough to have a cube of it sent me by another consultant, and it was really, really nice. I loved it, and I really hoped they brought it out as a bar this year. So I was disappointed when I didn't see it in the catalogue, and then I was over the moon when I saw it was coming out as a brick. So I do have, as I said, a couple of bricks. I have spiced eggnog, which I had from the States, which we don't have. I don't think they had it again this year. I was hoping that we would have had it as bar, but eggnog isn't kind of a thing over here in the UK, which is really disappointing because it's one of my most favourite wintry scents. So if it does ever come out as a brick over there, I will be putting the feelers out and trying to obtain a bar. But anyway, I digress. Maraschino sugar cookie. This one was absolutely delightful, and I'm hoping that it is now. Oh yeah. Oh yes. This is absolutely amazing. You get that sweet sugar cookie dough. It's absolutely beautiful. And then on the bottom you get more of that sweet cherry glaze. It's just, I'm so happy. I'm so happy with this, my precious. When they are released for general sale, I would be very tempted to get another brick of this. However, I'm not sure, because all of these scents can be added from the 1st of November as a bar in Scentsy Club. So I'm kind of like, do I buy another brick, or do I add the bar to my Scentsy Club? Do try and control my Scentsy Club now. But that said, there are certain scents that, like this, are just worth saving. Oh, this is so good. This is so good. Oh, just, yeah. I smell that all day long. And then last but not least, and this is another one that's brand new this year. So this is caramel chestnut. And this is silky caramel and vanilla cozy up to warm chestnut. So I think it was, we had a chestnut one last year, I think. I wasn't overly keen on it, so I'm kind of a bit apprehensive about this one, but we shall see. Ooh, now this one is good. This one is really, really good. It's not too sweet. I did wonder if it was going to be a bit like gooey, caramelly, sweet, but it's not. I know it says caramel, vanilla and chestnut. Definitely get the chestnut note, that like almost like nuttiness from the chestnut. This is really, really good. Oh, I really like this. And it's just got a warm, not overly sweet. It does have a sweetness to it. But it's just so, so good. Oh, I'm really looking forward to trying these. Which was one of the reasons why this week, as my warmers have been needed, I say this week, since last week, my warmers that have needed to be changed, my hands just smell really odd now because I've got literally all the smells on them. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to trying all of these. Really, really, really looking forward to it. Just going to have another quick sniff and see if I can rank them in order. Winter's Eve, I'm surprised at. It's not what I was expecting. Neither is Frosted Petals. Let's say I'm really looking forward to trying them. Although I do know what this is like, so I may not actually put this in my warmers. I think I may actually put the, whatever I've done with it, the warm pumpkin drizzle instead of this one. Yeah. Because, like I said, I know what this smells like. I know what it smells like warm. Although, if I remember rightly, it didn't smell much different on warm than cold. Right. Oh, no. This is the difficult part. But I probably should blank them. I think I met, yeah. So, in okay. I think I got it. So, for me, in 5th place, I'm going for Icicles and Evergreen. And the reason for that is we have quite a lot of different pine scents. So for me, this one, apart from it being available in the catalogue, I don't know, I just don't think this is anything special, as in this collection. So that's 5th place. Then I think I'm going to have to go for a joint 3rd place for Winter's Eve and Frosted Petals. I know I said Forest Petals. And for me, I think that's because neither of them, to me, I don't know, they just, I think this one, if it was in the Spring Summit catalogue, I don't think it would be out of place. To to me this isn't a particularly wintry or Christmassy scent. And I don't know, Winter's Eve, it's nice. It's really, really nice, but for me, I don't know, it just seems a bit generic. So, yeah. Joint third place. Then in second place, I'm going for Caramel Chestnut. Because it's nice, and actually, bear with me a moment. Thank you for bearing with me. So, I've just gone and got another bar. Well, not another bar. Another brick. Because the more I sniff this Caramel Chestnut, the more I actually get the vibe of spiced eggnog. Now, it's not the same. It's in no way, shape or form the same. But it almost has a slightly boozy note that this has. And I really like it. Obviously, it may be completely different on warm. I'm not changing my mind about this being second place, because for me, I think overall this for me is number one. And it's one that I probably would only burn warm in the autumn and winter. But it's one that you could, if you wanted to, warm pretty much any time. And to be honest, I quite possibly will. I think this would be very nice in perhaps January, February time, maybe after Christmas when we're all feeling a bit flat. I think this would be a really nice, almost like pick-me-up type scent. Not quite pick-me-up the same as a spring, like summery spring, what's the word I'm looking for? Uplifting citrusy scent. But this is more of a bakery sweet, uplifting scent, if that sort of makes sense, maybe? Yeah, I'm happy with that. I would be I'm not sure about Frosted Petals. It's nice, and I'm looking forward to seeing what's like warm. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing what. Sorry, I'm being distracted now. Yeah, I would be very tempted to either pick up another bar, a brick of each of these, or pop these two in my club. I think Caramel Chestnut may actually make quite a nice mixer. Actually, no, think about it. I think it's too strong, and it's really nice on its own. Quite possibly mix well with something like vanilla bean buttercream, just to perhaps take it down a notch or two, because I do think this could be a strong, good performer. I am definitely getting spiced eggnog vibes from that brick, which is why I went to get this to pair it. I think there is a boozy note to it. There's definitely a note that is very similar to spiced eggnog. In my opinion, other people may completely disagree, and that's absolutely fine. But that's my first impressions of the holiday brick collection. So yes, I'm looking forward now to putting the kettle on and chopping some of these up and popping in the warmers. So yes, that's it from me for today. It's Monday. Catch me on Wednesday for my What I've Warmed Wednesday, and that will include the warm review of all of these, and it will include, I'm trying to think now how many warmers I have. Yeah, it probably will include a warm review of this, whether I open the brick or whether I just go and grab the bar and open the bar, which I might do, partly because I've had the bar here a lot longer than the brick. And one thing to mention is that all the bricks are hand poured, which is really cool. Hand poured and hand labelled. So yes, that's it. So join me on Wednesday, and until then, look after yourselves, and I will catch you soon. Bye.